Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. I am going to do we're going to call it a medicine woman reading today. So we have a couple of decks we're going to get into and just see what the energy feels like at this time. There is healing energy happening at the moment, which is beautiful energy. It's always beautiful when we're healing. We have angel numbers, cosmic guidance. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. So thank you again for joining me today. Let's see what the cards have for us. All right, Spirit. Show me, what does the collective need to know at this time for our healing journeys? Okay, we have Archangel Haniel, joy, blessings, and intuition. So that looks like a sunflower in the background there. And I'm getting masculine energy here because sun is masculine energy, but yellow is also our solar plexus. So this is us, again, sitting in the energy of joy, blessings, intuition, which is the opposite of our fear, our anxiety, the other things that we can harbor in our central chakra system. So I have been getting this energy a lot lately, so I'm glad it came up because it is something that we are addressing as a collective and healing at the same time. So let's see what else we can get here. All right, what else is going on for the collective? Thank you. We have Archangel Raziel, wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. So I don't know how many of you out there in the collective have accessed your Akashic records, but this might be a time where something is being shown to you about your Akashic records. So maybe you lived however many past lives and a certain version of you is coming forward to help you on this leg of the journey. Maybe it is bringing forward certain things that happened in those past lives. Maybe it is a lesson to be learned because it was not learned previous times. Or maybe it is mastery of a lesson. There are things sometimes that when we wake up and reincarnate in this lifetime, you pretty much immediately forget everything that you lived prior to this. And there may be things coming up for you now. And I'm getting that this is happening in your subconscious. So whether it is a meditative state or your dream state, okay, so subconsciously it's being sent to you. And again, it may even be the strength that you held in your previous lifetimes that is now assisting you through whatever you're in the midst of at this time. All right, let's get one more, please. One more. All right, achievement. We have completion and reward. I love that. Beautiful energy. Now that's also more yellow. So we have a lot of yellow and blue. So that to me is throat chakra and solar plexus chakra. So there is something that we are experiencing at this time. And this is also what I'm getting is a reminder that even if you are experiencing hardships, to remember this feeling of this is what it's going to feel like once I have completed the thing, and this is what it feels like to go through it, and again to have it at the end. We also at the bottom have elementals, nature spirits, and the four elements. So again, you may be called to either go out into nature and just go for a walk. You may also work with nature spirits, okay? So however that resonates with you, they are here with you. I love it. Okay, so let's get into the reading and let's see what Archangel Haniel has to say. Haniel is the Archangel of joy and is looking with utter bliss as a chick hatches in the shining sun. This card heralds the coming of a wonderfully joyous and intuitive time for you. This may take the form of many everyday blessings that awaken your happiness and appreciation, or it could arrive in a significant experience such as an exciting vacation or a celebration. Haniel reminds you that you always have a great capacity to perceive joy throughout your daily life. This blissful approach creates an energetic pipeline to divine consciousness, which increases the flow of blessings and heightens intuition. Call on Haniel to help you experience unlimited inner joy. Choose to focus on your happy blessings, and you'll experience ever expanding bliss and intuitive sparks every day. Your affirmation: thank you, Haniel, for your blessings of happiness and greater intuition. Every day I perceive and appreciate the joys in my life. All right, so what I'm getting with this is that this could also pertain to our attitude toward things, all right, our mindset. So if your mindset is not that I have lots of joy and blessings and intuition in my life, then you're not calling more of that in. So what Spirit is asking you to do at this time, and Archangel Haniel, is to feel what these feelings feel like, and that will in turn call more of it into you. All right. So let's jump over to an angel number. Give me an angel number for this pile, please. Oh, there it is. It flipped out. Okay, we have 2288. Getting better and better. Transformation, prosperity, growth, abundance. A door is beginning to open and another door is beginning to close. Now be sure to listen carefully to your intuition, because it will guide you to take action during this transformation to ensure that you have continuous abundance. All right, I love it. So, oh, my cat has the zoomies. So, what you're being called to do right now, again, focus on that prosperity, that growth, and know that there are going to be times when we have to leave things in the past and close certain doors in order to receive something new, our new blessings, okay? All right, let's jump over to the Cosmic Oracle. All right, first one out. Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. Oh my goodness. So some of us may feel guilt around being happy. Maybe it has to do with the general affairs of the earth at this time. And so many of us are like, how could I be happy when the world is in shambles? You know, something like that. So Spirit is telling you that it doesn't matter, right? It's okay to feel sad for the affairs of the world or whatever feelings come up for you, but it is not your burden to take on. And that is the heaviest part that I'm getting with this pile, that we need to let go and leave it in the past, all right? You are destined to be happy, to experience joy and blessings. You do not have to carry the burden of the world, the burdens, because there are many. All right, what else, please? Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. All right. So some of you, this is a worthiness thing. Some of you kind of walk with your head down, don't feel that you should be acknowledged or even, I'm trying to think of the word, praised for certain things. Some of you can't take compliments, like you don't know how to take them because there's something within you that needs to be let go of. Okay, sorry, I just was drawn to this card here. If you're the one running the marathon and you get to the finish line, you've got to be able to put your head up high like that and acknowledge that, excuse me, that you are the one that did all this and finished the race, right? So when it comes time to it, don't put your head down, right? Like what I'm imagining is someone running across the finish line. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Something with my throat chakra here. And by the time you get to the finish line, there's two types of people. You have this type, which is hands in the air. I'm so proud of myself. And guess what? Your guides and spirit, they're all proud of you too. They're right there cheering you on. Like, let's go. Good job. Amazing. But then there's going to be some of you that are going to get to that finish line and don't know how to take praise. You might have your head down. Like, you're unsure where you belong in this world. So you're just kind of keeping a low profile is what I'm getting with it. So Spirit is here to tell you, you earned your place in this world. You deserve it. You're worthy. And as you go forward, know that it is okay to be happy and that you should raise your chin and walk confidently through this life because it is yours. You've created it. And if there's something in your life that you don't agree with or don't like, then you can create something different. All right, let's get one more. Yep, Spirit can't give you this if you're not prepared for it or willing to accept it. That's the message that's coming through, okay? So chin up. It's yours. You earned it. You did the work. You're not going to get to the end and be like, oh, no, give it to someone else. Like, that's kind of the message, like Eeyore, right? From Winnie the Pooh. He's like, thanks for noticing me. So some of you are in that energy and don't know how to come out of it. Here's your answer, okay? When you feel the feelings of joy and blessings, once you get to this finish line, it's such a different feeling. When your chin is up and you're excited and you're like, yes, I have a sense of accomplishment. I did that. I can't believe I did that. Not only that, you're cheering for yourself, but so is everybody else. Your guides are cheering for you. I'm also getting that your soul tribe, okay? Not your fake friends, but the ones that want to see you grow and expand and do well for yourself are also cheering for you. And if someone sees you cross the finish line and isn't happy for you, that's part of what needs to be left in the past, okay? So don't be afraid to cut ties with people who don't want to see you succeed. I highly believe in lifting others up, all right? You want to do well, I want to do well. I'm not in competition with you, but let's both do amazing, right? Let's cheer each other on. If you're having a down day, I will be your cheerleader today. And guess what? There's going to be days when maybe I need a cheerleader. And it is really, really good to have somebody that can do that with you, right? Today I'll lift you up. Tomorrow I might have to need the lifting up myself. All right, what else? Trust yourself always. Trust others once. They've earned it, okay? So again, kind of going back to the knowing who we can trust in our lives, right? If somebody has repeatedly give you reasons to say, I don't want to see you succeed, I'm going to try to pull you down, okay? My mom refers to those as wing pullers, right? You're elevating, you're doing all these things, you're looking up, you're raising your vibration, and then you get these people who don't want to see your highest good and they try to pull you down back to where they are, all right? Now, first of all, that's a compliment because that means they see that you're doing better and that not only that, but your potential is better. And these people don't want to grow and evolve. And so they're down in that low vibration, seeing you elevate. And they do often try to pull you down to their level. So as you're going through this, keep your mindset on your journey and your goals, right? And also, it may come up in the cards later. I'm getting that it probably will. Don't allow other people's opinions of you to change how you feel about what you're doing with your journey, right? It's your journey, not someone else's. So if you feel that you need to get a lot of external validation through this process, you're probably going to get a lot of people that are going to say, oh, you can never do that. But that's their limited mindset. That's them thinking that they can't do it, so therefore they can't see possibly how you could do it. All right, so just be careful of that. All right, let's get into the next card. All right, we have Archangel Raziel, Wisdom, Inspiration, and Akashic Records. When Raziel appears, it marks a time of grand openings and personal revelations for you. The angel of mysteries brings valuable guidance and a profound connection to spirit. Your intuitive powers are on the rise. I love it because now that's 2 times that we have addressed your intuitive abilities and that they are increasing at this time. So get ready for the amazing flashes of insight and understanding coming your way. The information that you seek, from the deepest, most sacred mysteries of spirit to specifics about your future, your career, or your personal life, is available to you now. In fact, this card indicates that you may be facing an important decision, searching for some wisdom to guide you. With Raziel's help, the Akashic records are open to you, providing all the direction that you need. This pipeline to the unending wisdom of the universe is a well of support. You can now open the records to answer all your questions, great and small. Invoke Raziel's presence and get ready for life-changing inspiration. And your affirmation is, a river of inspiration flows to me and through me. I am supported and blessed by Raziel's enlightening revelations. All right. Now, it's always interesting to me when I do things or read things and then sometimes get, I'm not going to say conflicting information, but, it can amount to that. Because what I have done in the past and the way that I was sort of taught to reach the Akashic records for myself is through Archangel Metatron. So it's possible that there's more than one way to get to the Akashic records, but I have an invocation that I use, and it is utilizing Archangel Metatron. So however you're called to get to the Akashic records, I've heard that you can just fall asleep at night and say before you drift off, I wish to see my Akashic records, please show them to me. And you fall asleep, and while you're dreaming, they might actually open them and show you something of that nature. There's multiple ways to do it. So do some research on this and find out how it is that you can access your Akashic records. And again, sometimes it may come to you in your waking life in flashes, right? I know that when I was talking about having certain past versions of you help you on this leg of your journey, that absolutely has happened to me, right? I was able to embody one of the past versions of myself that did what I'm about to do in a past life. So it is very useful and it is very real because you feel it, you see it. It's not a fake thing that you can ignore. So when you're saying, I now wish to see the highest timeline for myself, or I wish to see the highest and greatest outcome of the situation. There's many things you can do, but again, do your research because everybody has different ways of doing it. And not to say that any of them are wrong, but, figure it out. Let your intuition guide you. All right, let's get an angel number for this pile, please. Thank you. All right, we have Lucky from Heaven, 3377. Prosperity, change, spiritual awakening. The angels are full of joy, not only because they see the sacredness within your true self, but also because they agree with the path that you have chosen. They want you to know that you deserve happiness and allow the flow of divine ecstasy that comes with your sacred inheritance and the path that you have chosen. All right, so you have a sacred inheritance. I love that. You can access your Akashic records to find out what that sacred inheritance is if you're unsure. But this is telling us that you have it coming, okay? Luck from heaven. Luck. Sacred inheritance. Those are magical words. I love it. All right, let's get over to the Cosmic Oracle. All right, what else do we have for this pile, please? Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. This definitely feels like your angels kind of clapping on the side. Again, I'm seeing this. You're almost at the finish line. You are so close. If we think past, present, future, you are almost there. This is like the last leg of the race. You know, maybe you did 10 laps. You're on the 9th lap. There's one more to go. It is almost here. You can taste the victory, right? You've got this. Your angels are cheering for you. Your guides, your ancestors, everybody who is with you at this time are standing on the sidelines cheering you through, right? Offering you assistance. You do have to ask for assistance. I'm not going to say that they're just going to give it to you willy-nilly. If you say, honestly, guides, I need help with this, whatever it is that you're in the midst of, they will be there, okay? And how it shows up, what I'm getting with that is don't ignore a form of help if it didn't come in the way you expected it to come, right? So there is an old tale, and I think it's a man on a boat in the middle of the ocean. And he's praying to God, and he's like, God, come save me from this boat. And what does he send? He sends a messenger, another guy in a boat. And he's like, do you need any help? And the guy's like, no. God's going to get me. And he moves along. And another guy comes along on a boat. Do you need help? Nope, God's going to save me. And so the whole gist of it is help comes when you need it, how you need it, and in the way that you need it. It's not always how you expect it to come, okay? So let's just say you need money for some endeavor. You may get a tax return. You may get, your escrow account was over this year, here's the remainder. There's just going to be some way that it's going to come to you, as long as you ask and as long as you accept the help, right? It just may not show up in the form that you initially thought it would come, okay? So don't get hung up on that because the help is arriving. You need to pay attention to the signs. Sometimes earth angels will come in and be like, oh, hey, I heard you're looking for a location to do your business. Guess what? I have a friend who has this house or this building that's about to be vacant, and that's your deal right there. And you're just like, wow, that fell in my lap. It's literally going to feel amazing like that. Like, okay, wow, I was just asking for that. Here a friend comes and says, I have this space. It's totally for you. Here it is. Sometimes help comes in the way we least expect. All right, what else do we have? All right, we got these two. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. All right, I love that. So this does sort of tie back to what I was saying before about not letting other people tell you what to do, tell you where to go, tell you how to do things, tell you anything. It's your life, right? So therefore, you need to take responsibility of your choices. So let's just say your Aunt Elda or Imelda is what came up for some reason, okay? Says, I think you should take this route because it's faster. And then you listen to her and you take that route. But then there's a terrible accident and you arrive late to the event you were supposed to go to. Well, now you're going to get there and be like, well, but my Aunt Elda told me to take this way. I know I'm late, I'm sorry, but it's her fault. Take responsibility for your choices, right? So you could have pulled it up on Google Maps or whatever map service you use. I feel like everybody uses Google. And you could have said, I'm going to put this address in and see if she's right. I'm going to validate or invalidate her information, right? Do your research. Okay, Aunt Elda or Imelda, you say to take this way. I'm going to put it in maps. Oh, it looks like there's a really bad accident further down on the path. So I'm not going to take that way because I don't want to be late. So I'm going to go this other way instead. Now you're taking responsibility for your life and your choices, and you're going to get there on time, even though somebody else who was sure that, this other way was better, you decided, it's not for me. Okay, thank you for the advice. I appreciate it, but there's an accident right now, and I'm not going to take that way, right? We also got clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. All right, so how many of you have too much going on in your head, like overthinkers, and even physical clutter. So if there's things, spring cleaning is coming up here. We're in February, so when do people do spring cleaning? Typically March, April is kind of the 2 months that I think of for spring cleaning. There might be some things that are holding some energetic energy within your space. This includes your thoughts, right? That need to go. So let's just say you had some toxic relationship in the past and they gifted you this item, right? Here, this is your gift. And now you're like, "Oh, but I really like this gift and I want to keep it." Well, it may carry negative energy and it may not be suiting you in your space currently. So you're being called to evaluate your things, your thoughts, your patterns, whatever they are, and to get rid of those things that are not serving your highest good and are potentially harming your future. All right. Let's look at this last card, which is achievement. And I opened right up to it. I love that. All right, so this stands for completion and reward. The achievement card reveals a time of great satisfaction. Something that you've been working on is coming to fruition, and you'll be reaping the rewards. Whether it is a career or personal goal, the time and effort that you've devoted will definitely pay off. And if you're just starting a new project, give it your all. Like the runner on this card, you may find it necessary to put in lots of training and preparation, but the end result will be a win. So if there's more work to do, continue planning and forging ahead, connect with spirit to help you in every way, and enjoy the achievement when it comes. Throughout it all, remember the enduring strength and wisdom of your soul. Your affirmation: I am willing to approach my goals with devotion and flexibility. I am divinely guided to my most beneficial outcome and happiest future. All right, I love that. So, it's very much saying, and I just did a past reading, I don't remember how long ago, within the last month or two, that said that something that you are currently pouring your energy in is about to come to fruition and to pay off big. So this is a validation of that as well. So there are so many projects out there that we as a collective are pouring our energy into, and it is about to pay off. As I said, you're at the last leg of the race. You are on 9 when 10 is finish line. So don't give up. Okay, just remember kind of what you've gone through, take them with you as you move forward, and know that you're almost done. And you're about to see the sweet results of what you've been pouring your energy into. All right, let's get an angel number for this pile. All right, 2200 and 222 wanted to come out. All right, so 2200. There is divine help, divine guardianship, prosperity, and satisfaction. God wants you to know that He has not forgotten or abandoned you, and He loves you completely. God is arranging a wonderful new stage for your life. Talk to God often, and you will feel the coming miracle. God also reminds you of your importance, or the importance of divine timing. So as long as you continue to adhere to your thoughts and confidence, nothing can stop you from getting what you want. All right. So again, your biggest enemy is you and your thoughts and what you allow in your life. So again, make sure you are taking responsibility for your choices. So this is not leaning on external validation, right? Because you have tons of intuitive knowledge and wisdom and strength at this time. So it is not necessary for you to rely on something external, all right? We also have 222. Persistence will lead to miracles. Positive, persistent, optimistic, upward. The thoughts that you have just planted are beginning to grow and take shape. Keep watering and nurturing them, and soon they will break through the ground. Don't give up in the first 5 minutes of the miracle. Your achievements will become increasingly obvious, so keep up the good work. Keep positive thinking, stay affirming, and keep visualizing. All right. So they do say that that is one of the most easiest and best ways to get whatever this goal is that you're aiming towards is to visualize it. Not only visualize it, but visualize how it feels once you get there, right? I will feel joy, blessings, and wisdom, inspiration, and guess what? This is what it feels like to cross the finish line. It's such a beautiful feeling. All right, let's get into the cosmos. All right, let's get more on this pile. Thank you. Look around and find some signs. The universe is speaking to you. Okay, so the universe speaks to all of us in different ways. So some of you may be getting song lyrics at this time that are telling you either advice or things you need to hear or anything. I mean, it could be coming from a specific person, a specific spirit, specific guide. Music may be a huge factor in how you're receiving the signs. Okay, a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. So that's also something that's very important to keep in the back of your mind as you go through this journey. Sometimes it can be hard to take that next step because it's dark. You don't know the outcome, right? I'm getting that song, Have a Little Faith in Me. So you need to have that faith in yourself. Remember to keep your chin up, right? Because you're not going to cross the finish line like Eeyore, thanks for noticing me. You're going to get over that line and be like, yes, I had faith in myself. I took chances on myself. I did this. I'm the one that crossed this finish line. So I'm rejoicing for me, right? And then, of course, once you get over there, you thank your guides for assisting you in any way they did along the way, because that's also what brings in your manifestations is gratitude. Thank you for assisting me. Thank you for showing me the way. Thank you for just being in my life, right? All right, what else? No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. So for some of you, you may feel that you're stuck or stagnant at this time, as though there is no movement. And you don't understand why. All right, this is like impatient energy. Why it's taken this long to get to the last leg of the race, because you feel like you've done so much work already. You're like, why is it not over yet? Like, you can't understand that. Especially if you compare yourself to other people and their journey. So just be aware that comparison is the thief of joy, right? We are not all on the exact same parts of our journey. So if you compare yourself to someone else and where they're at and what they're doing, and you feel somewhere that they're doing better or are further along, what you're doing is you're robbing yourself of this joy and these blessings that are yours. Because you're thinking, well, why am I not that far ahead? Why are they further? Here's the thing. We learn different lessons at different times. And we often might meet somebody who has gone through what you are in the midst of going through or are about to go through. And maybe you, again, see that that person is further along. Maybe in that aspect they are. But maybe they didn't learn a lot of the things that you've already learned. So sometimes we're put into people's lives to show each other, hey, I went through that. This is how I dealt with it, and this is how I got through that particular lesson. Again, they don't have to take your advice. They don't have to listen to you. But sometimes it's nice just to kind of hear that someone else is going through something that you also went through. All right, let's get into this medicine woman. We'll close the reading out with this. All right, just give me one. Just give me one to tie this reading up. What message do we have for the collective from this deck? Okay, this one. Your body's power. Your body is yours. Celebrate your temple. We also have the number 8. I love that because that is abundance. Okay, so let's read on that. And then bottom of the deck, intuition. Intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Follow it. And then there's a cat there. Looks like with wings. So again, you might have some animal spirits that are coming in to assist you. If any of you have had any passed on pets, they're helping you out. This is Siamese or Himalayan. It's one of the two. So I don't know if that resonates with anybody. All right, let's take a look. All right. I am irresistible strength. We're reading this one. The doorway to your soul. I am your temple, your place of power, your loyal messenger. A woman's body is a complete mystery. A world of its own, sequenced according to its monthly cycle and blood. It experiences powerful phases throughout its life: adolescence, maternity, breastfeeding, menopause. The female body embraces the tumult of pleasure and emotions. Object of desire or powerful ace of seduction. Throughout time, it has been disgraced or adored, battered or worshipped. Reappropriating your body is a priority. Your body is yours. Your life stories have made you who you are. Your body carries the memory of taboos as well as pleasures. You have probably experienced the power of your body, released through orgasm and giving birth. This card invites you to love your body resolutely and reappropriate it. Do you know it well? It is time to trust your body and reconnect with your uterus, your seat of power. Be sure that you are truly on the side of love, banishing all too often negative judgments. So to awaken your gift, you are beautiful. Awaken your unknown riches, the power that lives inside each cell of your body, the life flowing through you, carrying pleasure and vitality. So there is a sensory practice for this. Take a moment to connect with your feelings through spontaneous dancing, becoming aware of your perineum, or massaging yourself. Call upon the inner knowing that comes from feeling. What do you need? Explore. Let yourself be guided. Each new space of freedom gives you new energy and self-love. Glitter with all your sensory majesty. Welcome to your body. Plan time for a massage, a bath, lovemaking, or another fulfilling sensory experience. All right. So I want to talk about that because that is a very important taboo type matter, right? I know that I've gotten into this in previous readings, but my mind's going in so many different directions. Let's talk about the use of the female body in the past, right? The oldest profession is prostitution. And that was basically a way for women to, it's a double-edged sword, to not only hold their power, to wield their power of their body and charge people for its, let's just say, use, right? But also, what it has done is it has activated something, this is hard to explain, where people believe that because of that, that it can just be taken, right? That it's something that because someone charged for their services at some point, that means I can just go have it. So a lot of reconnecting with your body's power is getting rid of some of those stigmas that are tied to the feminine body, right? It's not a vessel to be used or abused. It is a vessel to be praised and admired because it does so many things, right? We bleed every month. We go through our cycles. We house a whole human being and birth children to those who are able. And I went into like the threshold of pain. Women have a high threshold of pain. So we're very resilient. All right. So what I want you to focus on with this, and actually going to massage therapy school, this was one of the first tasks that we were asked to do. I want you to journal on your relationship to touch. So for those of you who have not been positively touched in your life, write about it. And I want you to release it. I want you to go into even explicit detail because it's your journal. Nobody ever needs to read it, okay? Give examples of when your body was not, let's just say, appropriately touched or lovingly touched. That maybe even includes from you, right? Again, going back to Eeyore with your head down. Some of us are just taught to do that. We don't know any better. So Spirit is here to have you connect with your body and know that it is yours and that it is your divine vessel and that nobody else has any rights to it but you. You are the final say-so. So if somebody comes up to you and thinks they can take something from you, that is where your strength and your courage comes in. And you get to say, nope, this is mine. You don't get access to it. So I'm also getting, hitting is coming up. And even if it's just a friend or a pal, joking around with you and punches you in the arm, maybe growing up your siblings hit you, you know what I mean? There's just so many things that can come up with this topic. I could go on and on and on. I don't want to though. But what I want you to focus on is any time in your life that you've also had good examples of touch, a warm hug, right? Cuddling, anything that evokes just a warm, cozy feeling to you, because that's what we're moving towards. We're not going to focus on anything bad that's ever happened, right? We're going to journal on that and release it because it doesn't serve us. And we're going to move forward and say, I choose differently. I am a divine vessel, and you will honor my body as I honor my own body. That's kind of the best way to put that. All right. Sorry for going down a rabbit hole there, but there it is. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is your message. I hope it resonates with some of you, but I feel like this is a pretty good collective synopsis of what's going on out there. All right. So I want you all to fill your own cup up before you fill somebody else's. Go within so you never go without. Keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. And I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and love. Remember unconditional love. All right? If we know what unconditional love feels like, it's loving without conditions. Not, I'll love you more if you do this for me, that kind of stuff. So pay attention to that. All right? These are the people that we don't want in our lives. They don't belong there. All right? So take care, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.